know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show that you're very, very happy, say la la, la la. If you're happy and you know it, scream la la, la la. If you're happy and you know it, say la la, la la. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show that you're very, very happy, wiggle your fingers. Wiggle, 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 friends. Welcome to another fantastic class at the EduLab 360. My name is Miss Oiko, and I am super excited to see your happy faces today. Today I'm going to be telling my friends an amazing story. Ziba's dad had a farm behind the house. Ziba was always excited to pick the eggs the hen lay every morning. The hen, yes, you know hen lay eggs, friends. Hen lay eggs, and Ziba looks forward to picking the eggs the hen lay every morning. Do you want to know why Ziba is interested in picking the eggs every morning? Ziba loves to pick the eggs every morning because mommy makes yummy breakfast with the eggs Ziba picks. And that is not just the only interesting part. Every time mommy cracks the egg makes a lovely sound Ziba loves to hear. The egg makes the sound eh again, eh again, eh again, eh again, eh again, eh. Let's pretend to crack our eggs and make the sound eh again, eh again, eh again, eh again. Good job. What sound is this, friends? Eh again, eh, 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 eh. Great job. Well done, friends. Well done. This is the letter sound eh again, eh again, eh. Great job. Give yourselves a roll and a clap. Roll and clap. Next, I'm going to be teaching my friends the song to the letter sound eh. So let's like the song together. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Crack the egg like this, eh. Let's sing it again. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Eggs in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Crack the egg like this, eh. Again, eh, again, eh, again, eh, again, eh. Great job, friends. Well done. Next, we're going to learn how to write the letter sound eh. We are going to learn to write the letter sound eh. Magic finger up, everybody. Unlike every other sound, the letter sound eh, for us to write the letter sound eh, we start at the belly button. We do not start at the top, but we start at the belly button, okay? So start at the belly button, go round and stop. Great job. Let's go again. We start at the belly button, we go round and stop. I will show my friends how to do that right here. Remember, we're talking about the letter sound eh. So let's see. We start at the belly button, go round and stop. Again, start at the belly button, go round and stop. Again, start at the belly button, go round and stop. Let's write one last time. Start at the belly button, go round and stop. Start at the belly button one very last time. Start at the belly button, go round and stop. Well done. Eh, 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 eh. Good job, friends. So we are going to move our board from side to side and sing the song to the letter sound eh, eh, X in the pan, eh, 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 X in the pan, eh, 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 X in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Crack the egg like this, eh. Let's sing again. X in the pan, eh, 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 X in the pan, eh, 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 X in the pan, eh, eh, eh. Crack the egg like this, eh. Great job, friends. Next, we're going to be looking at some words that have the letter sound eh in them and some words that begin with the letter sound eh. One word that begins with the letter sound eh is egg. Egg. I love to eat yummy boiled eggs. Egg. 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 When we have more than one egg, we call them eggs. Okay? So let's write that. Egg. 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 Next is elephant. As in elephant. As in elephant. You know what sound the elephant makes? It makes the sound bum ba-rum ba-rum, bum ba-rum ba-rum, bum ba-rum ba-rum. That's what the elephant says. As in elephant. As in empty. The box is empty. The box is empty. As in Eric. Eric. My name is Eric. As in Eric. As in empty. As in egg. So I want my friends to go around the class today. Look around your classroom and look out for things that begin with the letter sound and make words with the letter sound and make sure you do your coloring work, okay? See you next time. I love you. Bye-bye.